Hey y'all, I'm Val with Our Forever Farm. Today we're doing deep fried mushrooms. We haven't done those in a while. Sweet Hunter's gonna smoke some wings on the grill. That'll take a little while. I wanna show you how I start with my mushrooms. Now you can use any kind of mushrooms. I actually love the white ones, but these are called Baby Bellas, and it's just what they sent me in my delivery. They look really good. We're gonna soak these in buttermilk. That's the first thing we're gonna do. I like to let these soak for just a few minutes, and I just want to get them wet with the buttermilk and let them just sit there in it. First thing I did was wash my mushrooms really good. Now, they say not to rough them up too much, so I used my corn silker brush. It's a real soft brush, and I just lightly brushed over them. Now we've put them in buttermilk. We're going to let them sit for a few minutes. So I was trying to decide what I'm going to fix to go with these mushrooms and these wings, and I thought, potato chips, that'll be easy. You're gonna be deep frying anyway. So I did a video on this. Let me cut that little bad spot off. And I'm gonna do this real quick. We're gonna have wings, potato chips, and mushrooms. The mushrooms are still soaking in the butter. Down here where y'all can see it. This slicer is a Pampered Chef slicer, and it's really, really good. Soak these in water for a few minutes, and then I dry them really good. That's to get the starch out. That's what that's for. So now I'm just laying them out to dry. And as I laid them out to dry, I realized these slices are pretty thick. We may end up with fried potatoes instead of potato chips. I think I didn't look at the number the slicer was on, but it'll be all right. Fried potatoes are great. Either way, when you're deep frying, you want to wash your potatoes and let them soak in the water a few minutes just to get the starch out. And then you want to make sure and dry them really good. You don't want to put wet potatoes in hot grease. So Sweet Hunter came in to prepare his wings that he's going to smoke. You can deep fry these also. You can do however you want. But he chooses to smoke them. And I'm telling you, the way he does them, they are delicious. So the first thing he does is he takes olive oil and he puts olive oil on each wing. And then he takes this tahine. If you've never heard of this, this is a Mexican spice blend that's mostly chili peppers and salt, and it's so good. You can do this same thing with wings in the oven, if that's what you prefer. This porch is one of the things we fell in love with this house about. There's several things, but this side porch is great, and that's where we'll be cooking today. So I wanted to show you exactly where we are. You can see my garden from here, my fire pit, our birds. Oh, they're just beautiful. And then our lake. It's just a beautiful place. One of my favorite things to do out here on this side porch is to watch and listen to the birds and, of course, the wind chimes. Just take a minute and just listen. And of course, we can't forget our cows, ribeye, T-bone, and sirloin. See them under the willow tree way out there? Now, he has his smoker on about 300, I believe, and he preheated it for a little while before he brings the wings out. So he's going to put these wings in. He also uses hickory chips in the bottom of the smoker. This is a propane smoker, and it works really well. And he's got it up higher than normal because we want to eat sooner. So I thought, I'm going to open a can of pork and beans and make a quick little thing of baked beans. And I just use mustard, ketchup, brown sugar, stir it up. And then I actually took it to Sweet Hunter and he put it in the smoker. You can make baked beans without bacon. So I'm actually starting with my potatoes, and I just put a few in at a time. This is a small deep fryer. I think it's a Big Daddy. I've had it for 100 years. We have a medium one, and then we have a large one, but this one works just fine for us. These are going to be delicious, whether they taste like fried potatoes or potato chips. Sweet Hunter cooks really good on the grill and the smoker. If I were to choose, my favorite is the smoking. Okay, I snuck in. I got my last batch of potatoes in the deep fryer outside. I told Sweet Hunter to watch them. I hope he does. Anyway, I'm just putting a little bit of flour on the mushrooms that have been soaking in buttermilk. And you just want to toss them around. There's no certain amount. You just want them all breaded. And the flour will stick to them because they got the buttermilk on them. If there's any buttermilk in the bottom, which I do have some, I should have drained it. But it'll be all right. I like them really breaded myself. So just toss them around. Some of them be lightly breaded, some of them be heavy breaded, but they're about ready to go in the deep fryer too. So I'm gonna take this outside. How easy is that? Now you put salt and pepper on it if you want to. So I just got the potatoes out of the deep fryer, and now we're gonna put these mushrooms in there. Let me show them to you. That's basically what it looks like, just breaded mushrooms. There's the fried, well, it's supposed to be potato chips, but might be fried potatoes. Just take one mushroom at a time, drop it in there, be very careful. It is hot. And I might do it with this, might be better. Sweet Hunter gets on to me when I drop things into the grease with my fingers, don't you, Sweet Hunter? This is a spoiler alert, but out of everything we fixed, our favorite was the mushrooms. His wings were second though. Also, we were able to put several freezer meals in the freezer with this meal. Sweet Hunter always checks the internal temperature, and I think poultry is 165, but he likes his to be 175. I love it when we pull the meals together. One does one part, one does the other, and making it outside is just extra special. This was a great meal, and like I said, the mushrooms were the best. Thank y'all for watching, and y'all go cook something.